Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, we finished up the production for our Mark IV laser turrets, got everything in here, and we are now full up on laser turrets. We should have more laser turrets than we will ever need, if I do things correctly. If I don't, we may have to replace a few of them, or more than a few of them, but we'll see. I don't know how strong these laser turrets are going to be against the super bugs, and I don't know how many of them are going to get destroyed if I try to clear a nest and use like a big pile of laser turrets as a fallback position. We will see. Eventually, we'll get around to doing that. If we take a look at our pollution plume, it's very close, uncomfortably close. But if I run like a power line up here, pick a relatively clear spot, build a big bank of laser turrets, clear out a few of these nests, and then any of the big nasty bugs that come after me, I can lure them down to that, firing line and hopefully eliminate them. We're probably going to lose a bunch of turrets doing that, but, it's fine. Alright, and then we started working on designing the system to make our new bullets. The AP ammunition magazine, and it is a very involved process, but it's going to be the same process if we want to make any of the specialized ammunitions. Well, at the moment we only have AP, but for example, we could get electric bullets, HE bullets, flame bullets, acid bullets, poison bullets, all those sorts of things, which could be useful. Rockets? I don't know. We'll see. I'll need to do a bunch of this research here at some point. Explosive rocketry. The rockets are cool, but I've never really found that they're that useful. I think we have some of this that we could research, but it requires just tons and tons of research. Battery 3s. They produce silver zinc batteries. I don't think I have anything that needs that. Okay, I'm just looking at research here. But we were beginning to work on setting up our loading bays. I have gone ahead and set up all the loading bays and brought in all the materials that I think that we are going to need to ship in. So we should be ready to go ahead and set things up. And there are a few things that we're not going to be shipping in here. Because I think we can either pipe them in from somewhere else, or I can make them from stuff that I have here. Okay. So the big issue before was getting chlorine. I created this bypass for chlorine up here. And the comments have mentioned that the way that I was pulling the chlorine off of our tanks to make this new loading area wasn't going to work. And I looked at it, and yeah, probably wasn't, because we had the pump here. But we do have that overflow valve there, so it should have only pumped when this is overflowing. But and with the non-return valve, I think it would have worked. But I moved the pump over here. I did do a little bit of testing to make sure that this whole system here on this side of the pump can fill up to 100%. Right, no, 100%. And then the excess gas here will start flowing into here. In fact, I think this probably makes this redundant. And this chlorine, or this one-way valve is probably also redundant, because the pump should also work as a one-way valve. just by its very nature. But, you know, we'll keep everything in there. It'll work anyway. So once this hits 100%, then this pipe will start to fill up, and then the excess will bleed off through the flare stack, and then it won't pull any chlorine out of this, out of these tanks because of the non-return nature. It will not allow anything to flow backwards through this system here. So it'll only vent the excess of the tank, of this tank here. So this should work. And then if something drains these tanks, then this pump will ensure that it basically pulls out of here and pushes priority through there till the tanks fill up, and then once the tanks fill up, the system backs up and then flares out. It should work. Alright. That's a whole lot of talking. So let's go ahead and get to building. So, we need to make this allychloric gas, and that's where we need the chlorine, and we need the propane gas. The propane gas we're going to be making by using steam and red metal catalysts on naphtha. And we're going to be needing quite a bit of naphtha, but we should have a fair amount. And so we're going to need some steam. The first thing we're going to do is, well, actually, the first thing we're going to do is this. So we're going to need those steam crackers. 2 of them. And then we're going to have to decide where we're doing all of this. I guess we'll probably just do all this here. And the only bullets I'm really interested in the AP, so I'm not worried about making this expandable. Though, in theory, we could potentially set up the other types of bullets here if we wanted to. Alright, so we're also going to need that assembly machine. Alright, so assembly machine. Let's do that there. Alright, and so you are making red metal catalysts. You are doing what? We're doing that. Okay, so actually, we probably want to put this over here. Alright, so we have our propane gas, and we're going to have our naphtha and our steam. Alright, the naphtha line. There it is. So there we are. Okay, so for the steam, we're going to be using electric boilers. I'm going to make 4 of them. That's probably more than I need, but you know, if it's worth building, it's worth overbuilding. So, there we are. There's our steam generators. There is our substation, but we're going to need to connect that to some sort of power. There we go. Let's see. Yes. Let's let's just drop that guy right there. Because we're actually going to need the steam for a couple of things. There we go. And then we need catalysts. Alright, so that's going to be empties out. Fulls in. Alright, so we're going to do that. So empties in, fulls out. Using a loader is a bit overkill, but I probably want that. Let's get rid of that ore. There we go. Okay. How many catalyst carriers are we going to need? Let's start with 100. 100 should be more than enough. Alright, let's make an inline tank here. We don't want this to back up to the point where it covers there. Probably want to pull a few of these out. Okay. It looks like it's going to be fine. Alright. So there we go. There's our propane. So now we need to take our chlorine. Those are my Mark III steam crackers. Do I need another one? Yeah, I kind of do. Or do I? Ah, we might as well. See, we'll grab into that steam line there. All right. Alright, how do I want to get that in there? That's 19,000's already in there. Should be simple enough to do something like, like that. Okay, there we are. Now, propane gas. We're also going to need that chlorine. Let's see, where is alachlorid? Synthesis alachlorid. And this is going to produce the hydrogen chloride gas as a byproduct. So that's going to have to be pushed somewhere to be dealt with. I probably could just flare it off, so that's what we're going to do. Oh no, that is going to have to be underground because of that. And again, we're going to put that in a tank. And we need that chlorine, which is going to be down here. All right. There we are. Now that recipe produces 50-50. It seems like it's burning off enough. Quickly enough. It seems like it is. Alright, good. Okay, so then we send the allochlorid gas, some hydrochloric acid, and some sodium hydroxide, another chemical plant, to be turned into epichlorohydrin gas. Okay. Glycerol gas. This is a really extensive process here. Okay, so you are going to be making the epichlorohydrin gas. Epichlorohydrin gas. So you are going to need that, and then you are going to need some hydrogen or hydrochloric acid, which we have right here. And we need the sodium hydroxide, which is where? I know we have some over here. There it is. Okay, so there's the line. Where is it going? It's going over there. Okay. So I need to break off of that line. Put that excess back. And then I need to find a free route. That should work, actually. Alright, so there we go. Epichlorohydrin gas. And then we need to put that in a tank. There we are. Perfect. Now, we need to take the epichlorohydrin gas and some purified water and turn that into glycerol. Alright. So where is glycerol? Glycerol. It should look like that. There we go. And the purified water is actually to come from a cooling tower. Where we're going to break off some steam. Let's see. How are we doing for steam? It seems like we may need an additional boiler. Not a problem. There we go. Alright, you're making purified water. We're taking some steam to do it. I'm going to put it in a buffer tank. And then we're going to pump it to there. And actually, there we are. Alright, and there is our glycerol. Glycerol gas. Okay. So for the glycerol gas, that's going here to make nitroglycerin. We're going to need some sulfuric acid. We're going to need some nitric acid to make a sulfuric and nitric acid mixture. We're going to need 2 chemical plants making that stuff. That seems like some really nasty stuff, but so be it. Now the residual gas, I'm actually going to pipe in from the refinery here. I'm going to pipe that in. Either that, or I could just... I was thinking I could just belt over some, residuals. But no, we'll bring the gas over. It'll be fine, I think. Alright, so. Two guys here making the mixture. I just have to figure out where it is shown. There we go. go ahead and put it right into a tank. Alright, so here's our sulfuric acid and nitric acid. Oh, I put that roboport like right in the way. Oh well. Let's see, what is this? This is nitric acid. Okay. Let's bring that in on this. Alright, so there's our sulfuric. And then let's bring that up. And we are getting to the end of the episode. So, we'll get that hooked in. There we go. Alright. Everything's coming along fairly well. More than enough steam. More than enough purified water. Very good. So now what we'll do is we'll turn this glycerol and acid mixture into the nitroglycerin. And then we'll make our petroleum jelly. We'll need to make some more synthetic wood. We'll need a little bit more nitric acid to make our gun cotton. Then we'll combine our gun cotton, petroleum jelly, and nitroglycerin into cordite. And then we'll begin assembling the bullets, the bullet casings, and everything else. Then we take the bullet casing, the bullet, and the cordite to make the actual bullets. Then we make the magazines, and then we put the bullets in the magazines to make the actual full magazines. So yeah, should hopefully be able to get that done next episode. So for now, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.